Sorry, I'm just trying to get the camera to center me up a little bit here. So this is day 3 of me being back at work. It's had its challenging, but, been a little bit tired and exhausted, but I made it through each day just fine, and I was able to do the tasks that I needed to do. One thing, I'm battling cancer, but a thing that you have to understand is that my partner in the office, so there's 2 people in the office that do what we do, and his wife is also battling cancer, and she's been battling it, I think, almost 2 years now, and she's battling a very nasty cancer, which they can't operate on, and she's been through chemo, and she went through what's called radiation treatment, basically where they expose her to a radioactive isotope and increase the dosage as you go. The problem with that is that it can cause problems with other organs, especially the heart. And those who know who I'm talking about, please keep her in your prayers. She's a wonderful woman, especially to put up with my coworker. Don't get me wrong, he's a great guy, but he can be an ass sometimes. And his mind does go to, the perverted place quite often. But we still love him. Love his wife too. So prayers out to them. Now, she went into the ER today because of low oxygen, meaning that even though she might be taking in enough oxygen in her lungs, her heart might not be pumping out enough oxygen into her brain and to the rest of her body to make it functional. So hopefully everything goes good at the ER, and hopefully they get her back oxygenated and functioning good. So my prayers are out to them. So I might seem a little bit down because of that, because I know the woman. She has the kindest heart. They both have the most wonderful daughter. And she graduated from Texas Tech. So go Raiders. So my next thing is I'm wearing a Lubbock shirt because yesterday, Lubbock put me as the charity to give to. And I almost broke out and cried. The support that this geek community has here in Lubbock, Texas is phenomenal. Don't doubt it a bit. Support your local geek stores. Support Star Comics. Support Stormcrow. Support all of them. I'm mentioning those 2 because I know them personally. Support the artist, Ray. So many others. It would take me a whole night to go through everybody. And I just want to say thank you. The geek community in West Texas is so strong and so powerful. And when they get their mind together, they can move mountains. They then become superheroes. So remember that. Sorry. So the outcry and the generosity of people is phenomenal, both in what you're writing on my YouTube channel, the encouragements, the advice. I take it all in. And thank you. I really want to thank you because, without y'all, I cannot stay positive. It takes the community and it takes people to keep you in that positive state of mind and keep you going. I also want to thank Logan for your donation to my GoFundMe. Thank you. $20. That's great. Joyce, $20. Love you. And those are the two donations, that new donations. And like I said, if you don't have the money, don't donate to me. It's coming up Christmas. If you have kids, buy your kids something special. I will survive. I will find means. Trust me. And the thing about it is that when you support local, you support people like me too. When you go to local university, that's where I work. Love my job. I love where I work, and I'll say it proudly. I work at Texas Tech University. Go Red Raiders. And the support that I have at work is remarkable. So I just want you to know that from everyone at Tech. So realize that you're in a good community, and if you treat people nice, they'll treat you nice too. Respect one another. We're coming up on December the 1st, and I'm going to try to do as many videos as I can during December, because it is the month of giving. And I know it's become commercialized over the years, and a lot of people can agree with me on this. But this year's a little bit different because, there's a lot of stuff offshore that people can't get. And you have to rely on the generosities and some of your local crafters to get some of the things that you need. And you might even have to look at your local shops and places to find something unique, because I don't think Walmart and Target and Costco and Sam's and all of them are going to have enough product to supply everyone with all the toys and goodies and everything that they need. And it's just the COVID world that we live in. So, you can support your local crafters and get something different. I mean, make something. My gosh. We've really lost that talent. I mean, back in the colonial days, you make your gifts. And I grew up in my house when my dad was working in the oil field and he wasn't making a lot of money. He actually made us toys and stuff when the money was short. Some Christmases were blown out of the water to make up for those ones. But the ones I remember most are the ones that my parents made me something from their own two hands. And to me, that's value beyond value. And that's the way I was raised. So, and I'm still fighting. I'm still doing pretty good. I'm just a little bit tired. Excuse me. A lot of congestion. We're on Wednesday, hump day. Got 2 more days. And then next week, unfortunately, I go into the week of chemo, and I start chemo session number 4. It's already scheduled on the books, but I talked to the oncologist on Tuesday afternoon, so hopefully I might have some news. Maybe some good news. I don't know. Maybe the tumors are shrinking or whatever. They might scam me. I'm not sure how this works, and I'm taking you through that journey. If you choose to join me, if you come to my channel and think this guy's just going over, his sob and just wanting attention, I don't care if you subscribe. I don't care if I get, millions of subscribers. I don't care if I make money off of this. This is a documentation for myself. So when I beat this and I look back at this, I'd go, yeah, I bought that stuff. I did that. You know, you have to document your life. And I used to be so used to writing in a journal, but as many of my high school friends and anyone who's ever worked with me know, I'm severely dyslexic. And sitting down and writing takes me a lot of energy. And right now, it's less energy to talk to you and talk to the camera and talk to myself and give myself a attaboy, get it going. You know, that's going to do more for me. It's just like when I write my journals, I go back and reread them. But like I said, this is with technology, I can do this video vlog and really share my thoughts, my feelings, and my emotions. And you know, if you like it, go ahead and like it. If you want to subscribe, subscribe. Like I said, I don't really care. This is more for me and informing my friends and family, hey, I'm doing okay. Because not all of them can see me in person and actually say, yeah, he's doing better. You know? So that's the main thing. Or, hey, Charles, what the hell? You know, just like my sister said, you're looking a little bit thin. Marcy, I looked this thin when I came out of the hospital. Talk to mom. And it's the first time that you're seeing me like this, and it's kind of frightening, you know, when you lose more than 100 pounds in a time span of a few months. You know, like I said, in April I was 307. And I think it was like September I was down to 264. And now I'm around 200 to 212, somewhere around there. I can clearly say I'm no longer obese to a certain extent, but is it healthy? Probably not. Not at my age. But anyway, especially when you're fighting something like a few cancers. So this is my report for today. I hope you enjoy it. Like I said, go to your local comic store. If you're not in Lubbock, I have friends all over the United States, some around the world. Support your local comic store. Support your local bookstore. Support your local game store. Whatever that geekdom is, a music store, whatever. You know, support your local artists. That's musicians and painting artists and sculptors and so forth, because they're all important. They inspire us. They increase our imagination. They really keep us on the up and up, but they can also show us the good and bad of humanity. And God knows we've done some stupid things in our lives, as mankind has, or the human race. I want to say the human race. We're all the same. We're all human. We have different cultures, but we're all human. So treat everyone with respect. All right? Be kind to one another. And remember, anyone can get sick. Anyone can get cancer. And it's been around for a long time. You know, we're just at the point that we can cure a lot of them through medicine. So those out there, you know, scared to get vaccines and stuff like that, go do it. Go to your doctor, get checked up. make sure you're healthy, because everyone's important, because you might be the next person that cures the cancer that my friend's wife is suffering from, which there's no cure. They're just prolonging her life as long as she can make it, and I just hope that she makes it through this year. To be honest, she's really fighting, and I know her husband. I hear in his voice when I talk to him at work, he's scared. So prayers for him. I'm not going to say his name because I don't have the permission to, but those who work with me and those who know who I'm talking about, keep them in your prayers. All right? Hey, it's been a good video. Like I said, like, subscribe, go to my GoFundMe. It doesn't matter. Comment, good, bad. I'll even read the bad ones. Might chuckle at you, but it's just the way it is. This is my setup. Hopefully you like it. And I know the back area is a disaster. I'm working on it. All right? Y'all be kind. God bless.